Welcome, my name is Marcin Lewandowski and you're watching the Viewfinder on Adorama TV. In this episode, we'll work on a quick pet photography assignment and include few tips on how to be creative when time is of the essence. Last time we had a program about photographing pets. I gave you few general tips on photographing animals while keeping your options open. We illustrated that episode with photographs from my own collection, but this time I'll try to put my own advice to work. We will have 1 hour to make few photographs, and we are lucky to be able to visit Sar'anne O'Rourke, based in south of Ireland. Sar'anne is a dog lover, but also offers emergency fosterage to vulnerable dogs. We'll also meet Benjamin, who has an amazing dog called Isaac, and see how important these animals can be in someone's life. Because we're recording this piece to camera ahead of the photo shoot, I really have no idea how these photographs will turn out. I was lucky enough to visit and rec the animals and look forward to meeting them all again later. But sometimes that's as much prep as you can do on a photo shoot like this, and fingers crossed these little guys will work with us later today. We'll try to create a selection of different photographs, from setups and environmental portraits through to close-ups, and hopefully, if all goes well, a small selection of action shots. As the age-old saying goes, if the mountain will not come to Muhammad, then Muhammad must go to the mountain. And this is exactly what we'll do in terms of setting our portraits. We'll bring the studio to the animals we're visiting. I will have a large black background and a backup white sheet as well. This will allow us to go for a normal portrait, setting it up wherever the animals will feel comfortable. If we can get help from one of the handlers, it will be much easier as they know these animals. But you should always observe anyway, say how animals behave, figure out who's the leader of the pack, and of course, bring some tasty treats. Once we have the handler to help us, I will try to take a few close-ups. Contrasting, for example, dog paws and human hands or maybe shoes, the juxtaposition of the human and animal elements is always a good idea and very effective. So if you can nail the light and composition, you have your photographs practically done. You might even have an option to contrast large and small animals, or maybe even a cat and a dog. Keep your options open. Now I'll follow up with few bullet points, sort of a to-do list to try and deploy on your upcoming assignment. When roaming around the animals, get low and photograph them from their perspective. If light is strong enough, freeze animals in the air. You might get anatomically interesting poses, impossible otherwise, and maybe even something funny. Take a step back and use a slightly longer lens to look for graphically interesting details, and once you try that, use also wider lens to photograph animals in perspective to the environment they're in. Look around for a nice architectural / landscape type of photograph and place the animal within your composition if possible. Try silhouette, look for shadows, maybe think about something that will work as a double exposure. Just having a lot of animals in front of your lens can help in creating an interesting photograph as well, so be vigilant and keep your eyes open for opportunities. Any direction you will choose will be good, but have a look at work of other photographers to kickstart your imagination. Just to mention few radically different approaches: Elliot Erwitt, Peter Marlowe, Jan Arthus Bertrand, and one of my favorite wildlife photographers, Nick Brandt. From street opportunities to cattle to big game, don't limit yourself when searching for ideas or inspiration, and look beyond photographs of animals. You never know where your next best idea might come from. Animals are great companions to photograph, and as long as you treat them well and give them their dignity, accompanied by a few tasty treats, they might open up their comfort zone for your visit. All you will need will be a list of possible shots at the back of your head and a pinch of personal approach. I hope you'll enjoy your time around animals even more from now on. Subscribe to our channel for more and have a look at the Adorama Learning Center to find more photography-related tips and tutorials. You can also check me out on Instagram at Sound of Photography. This was Marcin Lewandowski for Adorama TV. See you next time.